I wanna hear you say that you only want me. That you only want me. Some kind of magic, you came into my life. Oh my god. This is what I get for messing with the camera. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, hi, my name is Brittany Posey, and I know it's been forever since I posted a video. I've been so busy between school and work and just everything else going on, but I finally got a chance to have some time to sit down to do this video for you, which this video started off as a fall #2 look, but it kind of turned into 1940s pinup, and I'm liking it. I'm totally okay with it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. This is the look that I'm going to be creating out of the Morphe Truth or Bear It palette. This is the second time and the second look I have created on my channel using this very same palette. So I have a lot of new stuff. We're doing a full coverage foundation. Never done that before. Very new for me. So if you want to see my full thoughts on how I created this whole look and see a bunch of new stuff, you know what to do. Okay, as always, we're gonna start off with skincare. Now, some of you may be new to my channel, so I'm just gonna explain my skincare routine. It generally doesn't change. Every once in a while, I'll add something new to it, but the core stuff pretty much stay the same. So I use Arbonne Re9 Advanced line. I start off with, this is the Re9 Advanced Intensive Renewal Serum. I absolutely love this stuff. I go through it like water. It's just a really awesome anti-aging line, and I loved it for as long as I can remember. Next, I'm going to take the Tula Glow and Get It Eye Brightening Balm. It's also cooling. This is also another one of my staples. I absolutely love this stuff, especially in the mornings. Just kind of gives your eye just that little hint of brightness. Like, it's not crazy. I'm not gonna leave it like that, obviously, otherwise it'd be a little strange, but I love it. Just it kind of helps like diminish the look of dark under eye circles, which leads me to the Arbonne Re9 Advanced Lifting and Contouring Eye Cream. If you have dark circles, I've said this 100 times, this is the only stuff I've noticed actually helps. This and the Arbonne Re9 Corrective Eye Cream, I've noticed a huge difference between just the overall depth of my dark eye circles ever since I started using this. So if you're interested, I'll have a link below. I ran out of my Arbonne Re9 moisturizer, so I'm going to use the Glam Moisturetrip moisturizer. And I'm gonna take a little bit of the new CO, Topical C. It's like a little powder. I hope you guys can see. It's like a powder. And you're supposed to sprinkle a couple like dashes into your hand, into your moisturizer, and then mix it together. See that? I just got this in an Ipsy bag, and I've only used it like twice, so I haven't seen any effects yet. I like the way it feels. The first time I used it, I had no idea you're supposed to mix it with a moisturizer. So I literally was just like dumping it in my hand and patting it on my face like baby powder. And then like 5 seconds later, I read the directions. I was like, oh, that was cute. And that concludes the skincare preparation. Like I said, I'll have a link below for Arbonne. I'll have every product I used listed below for this video, so in case you're curious or you want to try it out, I'll have everything listed below along with all of the shades, the colors, the numbers, everything. So now we're going to move on to primer. I'm going to prime my face. I'm actually going to put my hair up, do a little top knot action. Alright, and I have used this many times before, but it is one of my favorites, still stands as one of my favorites, the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It looks like a container like this. It is one of my favorites, especially for poreless primers. I've used some I've used some poreless primers that really, it just makes you break out. It's kind of hard to take off, and I absolutely love this stuff. It just glides right over your face. It gives you such a clean canvas look, and I don't break out from it. So, not to mention, it's like, I've had this one for so long, I can't remember how much it costs, but I want to say it's like $6 maybe. It's very inexpensive. Okay, we're gonna start off by priming our eyes. I am going to use concealer. I do have eyeshadow primers. I did not grab them for this video. So next video I will be using eyeshadow primer, especially because I think next video we're gonna be doing some fun, bright, new colors. But we're gonna take the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium Sand.
A whole new start. I'm gonna get away from it all.
And for eyes, we're going to be using the Morphe Truth or Bear It palette. I have used this palette for another look in a video. It was a really early on video. I actually really love this palette. I haven't used it in a long time, but I wanted to create a nice, beautiful fall look with using this palette, because as you can see, it has a lot of beautiful colors. So we're gonna be using this palette today, because I think we can get a pretty cute look. So I'm gonna take a flat, wide shader brush. I'm gonna be going into this color right here. We're gonna be using this to set our whole lid.
It's silent now, we don't say a word. We're just looking at each other. Tears in our eyes from the words we said. Yeah, it kinda broke my heart.
Okay, now I'm going to take a very dirty blending brush, but I mean, are we shocked? And we're gonna be going into this color down here. And you're gonna be keeping this just in the crease, not covering your lid.
But I know that I've played my part. I'm hurting you as well. I guess that we should say we're sorry. Say we're sorry.
All right, now I'm gonna take my, I think it's Pur, P-U-R. I got it in one of these little brush containers. This came in an Ipsy box. We're gonna take the Pur P70 brush. It's a little bit more of a denser crease brush. And I'm gonna go into, we're gonna go into a little bit of this color and a little bit of this color right next to it. So we're gonna do equal parts of these two. And we're gonna keep it just in this outer area.
The things you say is always one step too far. But I know that I've played my part. I'm hurting you as well. I guess that we should say we're sorry.
All right, so once you've gotten both eyes nice and blended out, OCD is kicking in. We are gonna move on to the lower lash line. I'm going to take the very first crease brush. This is not the very first crease brush. The very first crease brush we did. We're gonna go in with that very first crease color. We're gonna smush. Then we're gonna keep it just underneath. Then we're gonna take the second brush we used. We're gonna go into that purple, into that brown that we used for our darker outer edge. We're gonna smush that brush. We're gonna keep it right on the outer edge. Not going as far in as we did with that first crease color. Now we're gonna take the Morphe M507 brush, and I'm gonna go into this dark color right down here, just on the very tip of that brush, and you're gonna keep it just in this crease. just to deepen that up a little bit. You want to keep it like around your eye. You could feel where your eye is right here. You want to keep it just around. You won't flick it out. You don't want to bring it up. You just want to keep it around. All right, now we're going to move into brows. I'm going to take the Kat Von D Signature Brow Pencil in this shade. I want to say it's dark brown. And I love this pencil. It is, oh, it's a keeper. It's a keeper. That's for sure.
Yeah. We could try to be more than friends. The secret of how it ends. It starts with the pick up, keep getting pick up. We watch it go down in flames. Don't wanna know your name.
Now we're gonna take the Benefit Brow Microfilling Pen. And I'm just gonna use this just for the front of my brow. It gives it that nice, beautiful gradient. It doesn't like make your eyes look boxy, your eyebrows look boxy. It's absolutely perfect. I don't like it for doing my entire brow. I just like it for the front. I don't know if you can see. It creates like these perfect hair-like strokes. And it is so much fun. But I don't like doing my entire brow with it. It to me just kind of looks like not dark enough. I feel like maybe if I got a darker shade, but I really like how the front turns out with it, so I'm gonna hang on to it for that specific reason. But as far as everything else goes, it didn't quite make it dark enough. Now I'm gonna carve out my eyebrows. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Color Correcting Pencil in shade Base 2. It's their Pro Pencil. So all you do is just follow right along the underneath of your brow, carving that out. Then we're gonna take the Luxie 245 Small Shader. We're just gonna blend that little line out. We're gonna take that first flat shader and whatever left on it, we're just gonna kind of press into that just to kind of set that in place. Now I'm gonna move on to liner. I'm gonna be taking the Stila Waterproof Liquid Felt Pen Liner. It's one of my favorites. It is, as you can see, has been shown quite a bit of love, like it's starting to wear off right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I'm not gonna do a super dramatic wing today. I just want a little wing, nothing crazy. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the rest of our face. And I am gonna be using a foundation today. And it is a full coverage foundation. But I'm not usually a full coverage kind of girl. But I've been wanting to try this brand for a minute. I love Kat Von D. This is her Lockit Full Cover Foundation. I've heard really good reviews about this foundation. Like, I haven't tried something of Kat Von D's that I have not liked. And I got the shade Medium 52 Neutral. So it kind of comes out like it just pumps out. Not bad, not bad. I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and do, oh wow. Oh, it's thick. Yep. That's full coverage, all right. I was really worried that I got the wrong shade, but this actually is working out very well. I don't even think I need concealer. Let's try. No, I don't even need concealer. Wow, that's full coverage. And I still have a lot left on my hand. Like, I have not used a lot at all, and I'm really scared that Well, I mean, I only did 2 pumps, so it is what it is, but I don't want to waste foundation either. I don't want to waste foundation. Jeez, just channel Dolly Parton for a second. Also, you know how like when you wear a full coverage foundation, normally you feel like when you have a full coverage foundation, you kind of feel like pancake face. It feels like I'm not wearing foundation. Well, I could tell that there's something on my face, but it's not like that super heavy weighed down like there is a ton of foundation on my face. This does not feel like that at all. This feels very, very nice, very light. Yeah, I'm actually not going to use concealer. I never thought I'd ever say that in a makeup video ever, because you guys know I love my concealer. But I don't think it's necessary. I think it would be overkill, honestly, at this point. And all you ladies out there who love the cake face and who are looking for that full coverage foundation, Kat's your girl. Like, she got you. This is, wow. I'm extremely impressed. I don't even like full coverage foundations, and I am super, super impressed. Like, way to go, Kat Von D. Again, you impressed me. Just love her. Love her. Love her stuff. And it's vegan, so, I mean, you just can't go wrong. It's so great. All right, now I'm gonna set my face, and I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Lockit Setting Powder. This is in the shade Translucent. This is their like smaller one. You can get a bigger one, a full size. I am not going to set my under eyes with a beauty blender. Lately, I've been doing that like to bake it. I haven't been super into baking lately. I've just kind of been into just patting it on. I feel like baking has been too cakey for me, so I've kind of taken a little bit break from the bake. One thing I really like about the Lockit setting powder is that it kind of has this very slight shine to it. Not really. It's very, you would never know it until you put it on and you're like, oh, like you see that? And it's not because it's wet. It has this very, very light luminescent shine. It's very cool. And we're gonna do another Kat Von D product that I have fell in love with and haven't stopped using since I got it. This is her Shade and Light Contour Mini. This is the light portion. She has her big one. This is just the lightest 2 duos. It's Lucid and Sombre are the 2 colors, and it's the lightest ones. Believe it's on the, like if I was holding her palette up, it would be on this side of the palette if I was showing you guys. So this is the contour. It looks very, very light, except when you get it on your face, it has this beautiful, beautiful just shadow to it. And up here, this is the brightener. I've seen a couple videos of people using it in their under eyes, so I decided to do it when I got it just to see if I liked it. I loved it. I loved how it just melted into your skin. Like, it's my favorite. So I'm gonna take the NYC 05 brush. It's kind of like a contour brush. I'm just going to take one side of it into the contour. I'm going to tap off. And I'm literally just going to, I don't want to swipe it. I don't want to do circles. I want to control where I'm putting it. That's why I'm only using one side of the brush. And I'm not, as you can see, I'm not jamming it in there. Just a little goes a long way, especially with this stuff. And I'm just pressing it right, your cheekbone is right here. Like, here's where your cheekbone is. Here's where it kind of, you can feel it kind of drop down. And then it, like, you want to stay right under where that curve is. You want to, like, right under your cheekbone. You want to stay right there. Because you're contouring your face. You're not carving your face, which technically it's, if you want to call it the same thing, you can, but you're contouring your natural features. If you want to completely change your look, go for gold, you got this. But if you want to just enhance your natural features, stick with the actual bone structure of your face. You can't go wrong. It's literally the guideline that's there for you. So there's no guesswork. You're not trying to create and make sure your sides are even. Just follow your bone structure. 9 times out of 10, your bone structure is going to be even. There are gonna be obviously those very slim cases where they're just not. And you know what? That's okay too. So you're just gonna keep it right under. You don't wanna go too far. If you want a little bit more of that look, I'm laughing, but you guys know what I'm talking about. If you want a little bit more of that look, you can go a little bit down. Pull it more into there. But I wouldn't go super low, otherwise it's gonna be like, and then it kind of looks like you're going into beard territory. And you don't want to go into beard territory. You want to keep it contour territory. There's sometimes can be a fine line. All right, now we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Again, just pressing. Just press it in. Don't like stab your face. That's not necessary either. Just press it. Follow your bone structure. Now I'm going to take that brush that I used for the silk bronzer from Yenza. I'm going to take this brush and we're going to go into the lighter shade up here. And I'm just going to press it in my under eye and just up, just to brighten. If you want your mouth to look a little bit lifted, brighten up down there. And now we're done with the best contour palette ever. All right, now we're gonna move on to the rest of our face. I'm gonna use bronzer. I'm gonna very, very lightly use bronzer. I don't want bronzer to take over the look. I feel like this isn't supposed to be a bronzed look, so we're not gonna go super crazy with it, but I am gonna use a new one that I haven't used before. This is the Pacifica Desert Sunset Matte Bronzer and Blush Duo. I do have another one like this. I've used it before. It's the Cherry Rose Pacifica, and I got sent another one. This is also 100% vegan. There's something on my nose, and it's tickling me. Got it. Okay. No, I didn't. Where is it? And I'm apparently having a hard time getting it out of the box. There we go. It looks a little bit something like this. It's very, very matte, as you can see. And it's got a cute little mirror on the other side of it. It's very, very cute, and they smell amazing. So we're gonna go into the bronze side. I'm gonna take an angled brush. This is the MAC. Sorry, it's really worn off. This is the MAC 168 brush. We're just gonna touch a little bit. Tapping off, very much tapping off. And then I'm just gonna touch the tops of the cheekbones. Very slightly. Then we're gonna go up at the temples. Voila, now we're going to take, I think it's a blush brush. I have no idea. It's just a big brush that I like to use for blush. We're gonna go into this blush color. Again, tapping off. Just going to pop it just right there. You know, at first I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this blush color, and I really like it. That's very cute. Now for brows, I am gonna take the, for brow gel, sorry. I'm gonna take the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. This stuff holds your eyebrows in place and they don't move. And I absolutely love it. We're gonna do highlighter. I'm gonna be using the Tartiest Pro Glow palette. I've had this palette for so long. I couldn't even tell you how long I've had it. I think it was my very first palette ever. I had my last video was my very first eyeshadow palette I ever owned. This is my very first palette of any kind I've ever owned, like ever. It came with a powder contour and a cream contour, and as you can see, those have been gone for a very long time. So I'm gonna take a highlighter brush from Sonia Kashuk. We're gonna go in up in here. We're gonna go into, we're just gonna barely touch. I'm gonna move on to lips. So I kind of want to try something out. I don't really quite know how this is going to go. We're gonna try it anyways. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We'll just wipe it off, not a big deal. But I'm going to mix the Sigma liquid lipstick in the shade Venom. And I'm gonna mix the Smashbox Always On liquid lipstick in the shade Gotta Light. And I wanna see how that looks. I kind of wanted more of like a brownish red. I don't have a brownish red. So I'm gonna mix a brown and a red. We're gonna see how this works. So I'm gonna start off with, oh, that's very red. It's so cute. It's just like this tiny cute little thing. I'm actually gonna start off with putting Gotta Light on. And then I'm gonna take the Sigma Venom and I'm gonna put it right on top. And I'm gonna take this Sorme Smear Proof Liner in the shade Decaf, and I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips really quick. The thing about this that freaks me out is it actually smells like pencil, like actual pencil, like from grade school. All right, now we're gonna move on to lashes. I'm gonna take the Ardell Wispy lashes. They don't have a number, but here's what the stuff looks like. It kind of has like stripes on the side, but here's what the lashes look like. And I am gonna go ahead and pop these on super quick because they take me forever, but I will be right back. Now that we have the lashes on, I'm gonna connect them using the Laura Geller New York. That's it, that's all it says is Laura Geller. It's their volumizing mascara. It just doesn't say it on the tube. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. I feel like this has turned out to be like a very like, I don't know, I'm getting like 40s vibes, you know? I think it's the lip. It's the lip and like the fairness, like the pinups. I'm getting that vibe right now. All right, so now we're gonna set our face. We're going to use the Laura Geller Spackle Restore Coconut Water Prime Set Refresh Mist. All right, guys, and here it is. This is my Morphe Truth or Bear It look number 2. It's kind of the look I've been rocking. It kind of started off me gearing towards a nice fall look, and it's turned into this like 1940s pinup girl, but I absolutely love it. It's like a beautiful bold lip, but not a too intense in your face lip, and a beautiful bold eye, but not a too intense in your face beautiful bold eye. So I will definitely be wearing this look throughout the fall. I'm so happy with how it looks. This is a completely full coverage look. I have not rocked a look like this in so long. So has Kat Von D turned me over to the dark side? She may have. But thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you have a good day and you're staying safe and healthy, and have a nice night. Bye.
Tell you, you see it in my eyes. I wanna travel, let's drive into the sun.